That will do. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Love you so much.
Remember when I said that's how powerful you are.
Namaste, Bashar.
And to you, good day.
I was curious about open contact when that happens. What kind of new jobs will be created and which ones will become obsolete?
New jobs.
New jobs. Different than what we have now.
Obviously, there will be individuals who will function as liaisons in the beginning. There will also be those who can begin to relate to translating information that will be given to you. One of the gifts you will be given is, and I know this sounds a little contradictory based on what we already said, but nevertheless, you will be given information about your entire total history on Earth. It will be a big job to translate all of that and to assimilate all of that into your society. Things like that.
Okay. Sounds important. How much of our true history do we know percentage-wise? And
do you know or do we know?
Do us as a collective here, humans?
About 47%.
Awesome. And then I've been compiling a bunch of information by watching your previous videos about stuff you won't talk about or haven't been able to.
Yes.
One of the questions is about the ancient Indus Valley civilization and the Nagas. Who were they? What kind of purpose did they serve?
Next questioner.
So that's a no?
Doesn't it sound like one?
Yes.
Some things at this particular moment are simply not our job.
Right. And then you say you're always scanning. When you scan me, what do you see?
We see energy patterns. We read the energy patterns as a language. It shows us what it is we need to say and what it is we don't need to say.
And then how close are they at Skinwalker Ranch at discovering what's underneath the mesa?
Extremely.
And then my last question is, the lion energy connects to something, but you wouldn't go into it in a previous video?
Are you saying?
Like the Lyrans and the lion energy that way, like the lion gateway?
Are you saying lion?
Lion, yes.
Still no.
Okay. Doesn't hurt to try, right?
You may try all you wish.
I will. I'll keep trying. Thank you.
All right.
Hi, Bashar.
And to you, good day.
Good to talk with you again. I had a long list of questions on my phone.
All right, let's shorten it.
After your monologue, I threw them out. I wanted to have a follow-up question on your monologue.
Yes.
In regards to past lives.
Yes.
I understand that past lives are actually more like concurrent lives.
They are. Everything exists now. So you plug into them energetically to download information and experience from those people. You perceive it as a memory of the past because you are looking at it from a linear perspective.
Okay, so my question would be, we can affect our previous lives in this life?
Yes. But again, they're not your lives. They're other people. That's what we're saying. Everyone exists at the same time. They're not your lives, unless you're talking about yourself from the highest level of an oversoul who may have multiple extensions in multiple time frames. The oversoul can say those are my lives, but you can't.
So like shared souls?
It's like this. You see the hand?
Yes.
The whole hand is the oversoul. The different fingers are life extensions. This finger can say it's from the same oversoul as this finger, but this finger has never been nor ever will be this finger. They are two separate fingers existing at the same time, going back to the same oversoul. So the oversoul can say, the hand can say, both of those fingers are my fingers. But one finger cannot say it ever was another finger. Does that help?
Yes.
All
yes,
right.
I understand. Since I'm here, can I ask you about the ant people?
You can ask.
Okay. So I just read a recent book, and they said there were ant people living in the earth that were helpful to the indigenous
yes, but they're not living in the earth physically. They're in another dimension. Many people on your planet mistake that sometimes when they walk through a portal that happens to be in an underground cave or something, they think they're actually experiencing something that is physically in the earth, when in fact they've crossed into another reality altogether.
Tic Tacs, man-made or extraterrestrial?
Are what? The Tic Tacs?
Yes.
They are hybrid ships.
Okay.
The Yael, primarily. Do you understand the reference?
Yes. Yes, I do.
All right.
Can you say anything about life inside of Venus?
Again, it's in another dimension, not in your physical reality.
Okay. Thank you very much.
You are very welcome. And you, good day. Speak up, speak up.
Thank you. I would like to know, what is the answer to the most meaningful and relevant question I don't know how to ask?
Do you think there is something missing from you?
No, but I just don't know what I don't know.
Neither do we. We don't know what we don't know. But we do know that when we need to know it, nothing will stop us from knowing it. Because everything happens in perfect timing. So all you need to do is follow the formula, and anything you need to know that you don't know now will come to you in perfect timing. Because that's what synchronicity does. It's the organizing principle. Is that a good enough answer?
Not quite what I was looking for.
And what do you think you're looking for?
Well, I don't know.
And again, what do you think is missing from the information you have? Do you understand the formula?
Yes.
Are you sure?
No.
Then we would suggest that the most important thing right now is to more precisely understand what we're saying, because what we're giving you is literally an instruction manual for how you create your physical reality. It's literally a description of the structure of existence. And when you use it precisely, when you understand it fully, then you will know that you know what you need to know right now and don't need to know anything you don't need to know right now. And that if you do need to know it, you will, in perfect timing.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
A few years ago in Baja, Mexico.
Speak up, speak up.
A few years ago in Baja, Mexico, I saw like a 36-foot Firebird that is said to be between 15 and 30,000 years old.
Well, time is not really relevant for the idea of those kinds of interdimensional beings. It's sort of connected to the same kind of interdimensional beings that American Indians call kachinas. They live in between dimensions. And so, in a sense, relative to your time frame, it may seem to be very ancient. Relative to itself, it's not necessarily experiencing space and time in the same way. What is it you wish to understand about the representation of the Firebird?
How did it get there?
How did it come into your reality? It shifted its frequency. Remember, all realities are here. They're only separated by a difference in frequency of vibration of energy. So when certain beings that are proficient at it can shift their frequency, they can make themselves appear to your senses, or your senses have stretched enough to be able to perceive things that are slightly out of phase with your typical physical reality.
Okay, this was cut in stone?
Yes?
Does that make a difference?
No.
Okay.
Because the representation is the representation. How did it make you feel?
There was powerful energy there. I was feeling
Yes.
the energy.
And what do you wish to do with that state of being?
That's a good question.
Well, thank you. I sometimes ask them. Do you have a good answer?
No. I don't have a good answer to that yet.
Do you have any idea what your passions in life are?
Yes,
Why the hesitation?
because it's kind of shifting right now with some new information I've been given.
All right. Can you give us a specific example of something that represents a new passion for you?
I've been told by others that I've been doing some earth work that is not quite known to me, but just by my energy and following specific guidance, I've been doing earth work.
What does earth work mean to you?
Well, that's what I didn't know, and I just learned that somehow it's connected to working with ley lines, connecting sacred sites.
All right. And how do you want to apply that in your physical reality in service to others?
I'm still working on that.
Oh, well, for how long?
Well, I don't know. As long as it takes.
As long as it takes. Does it have to take long?
No,
Could it happen tomorrow?
I suppose it could.
Is that within the threshold of your believability?
Yes.
Are you sure?
No.
Thank you for your honesty. So, it's up to you to decide how long you will work on it before you feel ready to apply this in service to others, yes?
Well, it feels like I'm already doing that
How?
on an unconscious level.
Oh, no. Remember what I said? Action is the language of physical reality. Keeping things on an unconscious level isn't enough. You have to express it in order for it to be meaningful in service to others. So how can you express it in service to others? Physically.
I have been moved around quite a bit following my guidance and feeling like a tuning fork, offering a specific frequency to different areas of the planet
And how do you do that?
by being there.
Do you gather people around you to absorb that frequency?
It's with the earth itself.
Again, that's one way to provide a frequency in general, but how can you do it more specifically for actual interactions with other people? Can you teach them the earthwork?
If I knew what I was doing, I could do that.
You have just said you go to certain places and do this. Do you not know what you're doing when you do that?
No, I don't.
Then how can you do it?
By being. That's what I'm hearing, just by being.
So you know what you're doing when you're being. Yes? You know how to just do it by being. Yes?
Yes.
So you know what you're doing.
Okay, yeah.
Can you teach that to other people?
Yes.
When will you start that?
Well, now seems like a good time.
Especially since it's the only time there is. Does this help you?
Yes, thank you.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
You humans are so evasive. Don't be afraid to express. Don't be afraid to share. Don't be afraid to be of service. Not everyone will want what it is you have to give, but there are those who are waiting to receive your gift. Do not deprive them and make them wait. That's not a nice